The following segment is sponsored by Intermountain Health. Health is a top priority for new and expecting mothers, but with so much information out there, it can quickly feel very overwhelming. Dacia Stone is a nurse and international board-certified lactation consultant at Intermountain Health. She's here to share practical tips for breastfeeding. Welcome to the show, Dacia.
Thanks so much for having me.
Great to see you. Happy to have you here. Okay, what are some of the benefits of breastfeeding for babies? These are like really good reminders.
Oh my goodness, there's so many, but things like a decrease in sudden infant death syndrome, a decrease in obesity later on in life. Also, the risk of diabetes is decreased with breastfeeding later on in life, and it helps with decreasing ear infections, which little ones are known for getting, as well as gastrointestinal issues.
All good things.
Yes.
All very good things. Okay, we talked about for the babies. What about benefits for the mom?
Oh my goodness, I love that you brought this up because moms get skipped over all the time. So it decreases their risk of 3 different types of cancer, the risk of osteoporosis later in life, their risk of diabetes developing later on in life, and blood pressure issues.
Wow, all of those things for mom and baby. Okay, how long should a new mom breastfeed? If we're thinking like, okay, we hear a year, 2, 3, what's the best time frame?
So what they recommend, the World Health Organization, is to try to breastfeed exclusively until 6 months, and then with introduction of food and other things that way. Then they say as long as is mutually beneficial for both mom and baby. So as long as mom and baby are willing or able to do so.
Okay, at least 6 months, and then after that, as long as it's beneficial for both parties. Okay, makes sense. Now, what is colostrum? We hear this word, and how do we know when we have it?
So colostrum is the very, very first milk, and your body starts to developing that as early as 16 weeks when you're pregnant. So some moms will actually start leaking that before they deliver, but not all do. So that's not a good indicator of whether or not they have that.
Okay.
But that develops first. It's the first milk. It's so high in protein, and there are different antibodies and things that way to help protect baby. And so it is like liquid gold. It's like their first medicine.
That's what I've heard too, like liquid gold. That's what people call it, right?
Yes. But it can be all different colors, but generally the most common is the goldish yellow color.
Okay, amazing. Okay, now there's a current trend about this on social media. Can you explain what this is?
So they have found that if you express out some of that colostrum ahead of time, that increased stimulation can actually help increase your milk supply throughout the time that you're breastfeeding. And so that can be really beneficial. But we want to make sure that it's done properly and safely, and that way we can utilize that.
Sure, absolutely. Okay, how can we safely do that though, and how early do we start?
So we don't want to do it before 37 weeks because with that nipple stimulation, that actually releases oxytocin, which causes contractions.
Oh, we don't want that. Okay.
No, we don't want moms to go into labor too soon. That is not what we're wanting. And so we don't want to do it before 37 weeks. And then when we are doing it, we don't want to cause any breast trauma. So we want to be gentle at the breast, but we can definitely do some hand expression, and you can look that up. We have lots of videos and things where you can talk to the OBGYNs about that.
Okay, amazing. What kind of babies benefit from like extra colostrum feeding? Is it just everybody?
So, I mean, any baby can benefit, but really, if babies are small for their age, large for their age, they come early, mom either has gestational or type 1 diabetes, if they come early, all those things can contribute to that. And so if we did have to supplement, it's nice to be able to supplement with mom's own milk. There's also pasteurized donor milk we can utilize, but really mom's is the best that we can do. So if we have that, that's...
Sure. Yeah. Okay, now if we're getting to the place where we're starting to maybe think we can express our colostrum and getting to the breastfeeding part, and we're just like lost in what we're supposed to do with this new baby, are there classes, are there like Zooms that we can do with help?
Definitely. Intermountain offers breastfeeding courses, and they're only, I think, $15 for moms to do. So it's a great cost for what you're getting, and it's a 2-hour class. So it's very, very beneficial. They can also talk to their OBGYN clinic. There's also lactation consultants they can call ahead of time, and you can actually schedule an appointment before you even have the baby if you've got questions and things that way.
That's a good idea.
So many options. If you log on to the Intermountain webpage under lactation, there's just all those different options.
Just in case, maybe schedule something if you're going to need a little bit of help, which we all do, so that's okay. Okay, where can we go for more information, Dacia? Where's the best place?
So on the Intermountain Health webpage, if they type in lactation, it should bring up our lactation website, and that has all different things. So in-person appointments, Connect Care virtual appointments, the breastfeeding classes, just lots and lots of information.
All the information there for those new mamas. You're amazing, Dacia. Thank you for all this info. Great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Not a problem. Thanks.